Hi, Cancer. How you doing? Welcome to the Power of Three, your general monthly reading for October 2025. So we're looking at what you harvested this year, and do you want it or not? Something you want to keep or something you didn't intend on, somebody perhaps. Say thank you to the Holy Spirit and let's begin. All right. All things whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, believing, and you shall receive. Hmm. Okay, so doesn't really, I'm picking up like, good intentions. But did you get what you prayed for? Hmm. Let's see. Has it been pretty intense, this month? This is the Oracle of Shadow and Light that we're using for the overall energy for the sign of Cancer. Oh, you got Dried Flower Fairy, Sweet Memories. It's like remembering back to maybe when you were younger and the things that you wanted for your life. And I feel like it didn't end up that way. You didn't get what you prayed for. And now you sit and say, did I not believe enough? Apparently, it only takes a grain of mustard seed. This is the believe in your own magic. So let's just see what comes out of here to kind of narrow this down a little more for you specifically, hopefully. For Cancer, please, October 2025. Villain. See, you can always rewrite the story. See, when you're going along in life and you pray and you want, you're hoping that things will work out this way because of this and because of this and because of this. A lot of times it's because of who you are as a person. You're a good person and you want to do something that's going to make a difference for the good. And then it doesn't work out. And in the meantime, you can't just stand there. You can't just stand there like a piece of molecule and do nothing. So life forces you to do something, right? And that something pulls you so far away from what you wanted for yourself that now you are the dried flower fairy. Because, what do I pick up on this? I pick up something like having to sell yourself in some way or display yourself in some way to earn a living, to eat, to survive because life forced you to, because you weren't given a choice and your prayers weren't answered. So what you feel like you've harvested this year are years and years of wasted, and you didn't get anything you asked for. Now you feel like the villain in your own life. Wow. All of these readings have been really intense this month on what people have harvested. So we're using the pot tarot for the main spread. Let's see what comes out for your highest good. For Cancer, they need to know. Nine of Swords. This came out in the last reading as well. This isn't the way you envisioned your life. This isn't what you prayed for. Um, and being at the nine, I would say in that moment there, that is a number nine moment. It's not number nine, it's number 38, but I'm saying it's number nine because you see, when that rock hits whatever that is, it's done. It's brought to an end. This is this. is this. It's a nine of swords. It's that nightmare moment where it's like none of this is anything I asked for, anything I wanted, anything I dreamed for, anything I envisioned, anything I that was good in me is gone. Oh boy. Let's keep going. Uh, this is the five of wands. Conflicted, conflict. It's a line of addiction and rehabilitation and fallbacks, and because it's all part of the lifestyle you feel you were pushed into because prayers weren't answered. Oh, okay, okay, okay. The ten of um wands, the end of a burden, or wanting to end a burden, end an addiction, end a lifestyle that puts you into just a world of bad things. Bottom of the deck. This is the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Um, King of Wands, Ace of Swords. It's like being honest with yourself. This whole thing. It's like you're not waiting for your prayers to be answered anymore. You're kind of taking control and ending this whole scene. Let's just keep going for Cancer. This is the Silver Witchcraft. Maybe you've seen a lot of that too. And you've been uncomfortable with all of it. Um, let's see what comes out. Under the Nine of Swords for Cancer, please. Queen of Cups. And there you are. See, at this point, I feel like this under the Nine of Swords is like, when you wake up in the middle of the night from a nightmare, from cold sweats, maybe from detoxing, the only one there, it feels like, to care about you is you. And that's the way you feel right now because your prayers weren't answered. So how in the heck do you go from praying for this and ending up where you ended up? So, the only one that's there for you, it feels like, is you. That's okay because you're enough. See, you care about how this turned out for you. You care about breaking this addiction. You care about your health and sanity and well-being. And that's enough. That's all it takes. You can always rewrite the story. That's right, you can. And there's a lot of endings here. Let's keep going with this five. Whoa. Okay, that's too many. With this five of wands, please, for Cancer. See? Ten of swords. Feel like you betrayed yourself somehow in this. You feel like you were betrayed by um, God. You feel like your prayers were not answered. And for some reason, like this is a nice Ten of Swords because the swords aren't in anybody's back anymore. All those butterflies are, it's like, it's over. Okay. It's over because you say it's over. And once you made that decision, things felt different. All of a sudden, all this weight became very light. And you felt like I just freed myself. I wasn't waiting for God to do it. I freed myself. I love myself. I care about myself. And that's all you need. Under the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Seven of Swords. See, this is a very different Seven of Swords, isn't it? There's a sword there in the ground, and that's the only sword that matters, is what you know is true for you. You love you. You love kittens. You love that tree. So now that you're ending everything, you see there's a whirlwind going by you, and you're hanging on for dear life to that truth. I don't care. I'm not doing that lifestyle anymore because my prayers were not answered, and I felt like I had to do that in order to survive. Well, now survival is going to be a lot different because something has shifted heavily in you. You love yourself and you're taking control of all of this, your whole universe, and that one truth, and that's that you deserve to have your life the way you want it. Not living that lifestyle, being the good person that you always were and the good intentions that you had for this planet, for this world, and the people in it, whatever that is. Doesn't matter. You're hanging on for dear life. See, what this is also is sticking to that truth. This is, you're clinging to something to keep you in those moments when maybe you are to go be there again, or just one more hit, or whatever the case may be for you, Cancer. You're saying no this time. No, no. You're letting it end. You're letting it blow through and out the metaphorical door, and that's it. Let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah. See? Justice. Do you see the significance here? Let me put it like this. You see how she's hanging on there? Okay, so she does it. Justice. The winds of justice are blowing because you are bringing it. It's what's justice and right for you. That sword is right there in the ground in front of that tree. Whatever that tree is, okay? That tree could be a person that has your best interest at heart, finally. It could be words written down on a page that just shifted everything for you. And the winds of justice started blowing your way. And now you're hanging on to that for dear life because you know it's true, you know it's right, and you know you want all these changes and all this justice to come through your life. Okay, we're clear, or we're getting your advice from, because we already just clarified. This is that deck nobody wanted to go live with. It's called Necronomicon. You're going to be getting your advice from it this month. All right, Dried Flower Fairy, Sweet Memories with Villain. You can always rewrite the story. Page of Pentacles. You can always rewrite the story. The Page of Pentacles. It's a grounded new beginning, but you have to kind of go back to that youthful feeling, that youthful hope and expectation for your life, even though you're older now and you've been through a lot. Doesn't mean that you can't reset. What's the number? There is no number. What's the number? Doesn't mean you can't reset things and rewrite the story, even though you're older now. It doesn't matter. You've obviously held on to something with the sweet memories. You've held on to something that inspired you in the beginning of it all when you were younger, right? Something that inspired you. Queen of Cups under the Nine of Swords. Yeah, Five of Cups. See, all that ended up was you with this Nine of Swords. This is how things turned out for you, and maybe things really got out of hand. Okay, maybe you almost passed from just taking too much of something. You really got hurt, and it was just getting too much. And whether that's your hand stopping the bleeding or somebody else's, uh, this is what brought things to a head. The Ten of Swords under the Five of Wands, please. Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups looks overwhelming. See, this is you saying that's your vision. And you're convincing yourself now, yes, I can still have that vision that I had years ago. How I ended up here, I don't know. Just because my prayer wasn't answered. Well, you answer those prayers yourself. You're reviewing that vision from the past. See, that's coming with that Ten of Swords. Like I said, you forgive yourself. You forgave yourself. You said, no, I can rewrite this story. I am not going to accept being the villain in my own life. And when you did, there was an energy. Something happened. See the butterflies lifting? You see how you're looking up, you're looking back to your vision. The minute you confirm that to yourself, something shifted, not only in you, but around you. You felt it. Seven of Swords under the Ten of Wands. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. Your wishes coming true. You can always rewrite the story. That's all you needed to know. You just got confirmation from Jackie, so Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So go back to that drawing board, go out to your shed and pull all the stuff that you buried there and thought, well, that dream's dead. Well, no, it isn't. So go back out, dig it all up. It's not over. We're closing out with the good, the bad, and the ugly. So whoever comes out for you, they will have there's three advices for you from them, depending on whether you are still single and open to dating and that kind of thing, or whether you're in a relationship already and just have advice for people. And the third is for people that have pretty much been there and done that and they're not interested in relationships anymore. And whatever advice they're all pretty good. Let's see who comes out for you, Cancer. October 2025. Close this energy out safely. Thank you. Edward The eighth. Edward the eighth. Let's see what the advice is. Number one night can follow you for the rest of your life. See, that's what happened to you because you ended up somewhere because your prayers were being answered. You ended up somewhere else, boom, and then you ended up like that. Okay. Number two, the king is nothing without the woman he loves. And number three, make your own kingdom and choose your own family. Very nice. Cancer, that's what we have for you here at the Power of Three. And I hope that if it was helpful to you in any way, and you find yourself showing up here each month, that you just return the favor and hit the like button. It's free. And it lets me know that these videos help you. And that I'm not just sitting here, blah, blah, blah for nothing. Subscribing is free. Commenting is free. Anything you'd like to say, go ahead. Um, I guess that's just about it. So I hope you will take care of yourself till I see you again. Bye for now.